Hey everyone, this will be MC Fun part 3 part 1, I think. Is that or that's part 2? I don't know which. The last episode we were just fighting all over the place. And in this episode, well, I can't really say much yet. I'll probably rename it later. Yes, we are in the Nether. I'll tell you, if you guys ever ask why we're in the Nether, then I'll start by going back to the portal. Where is it? There it is. There. Yeah, I'll show you guys once we get in the portal. Because I am too bored right now to keep going back. Alright. Well, as soon as this thing loads. Come on! Load for God's sakes! This map is longer than my bites. Ah! No! No. Yes, as you can see, it is a 1.2.5. Ah, yes, we have. I had to downgrade my server twice because of server problems with color mean colors. Not Runecraft. Runecraft runs fine. So I went ahead and changed it back to 1.2.5. And as you can see, where we're gonna have to tell you, I can tell you. From what this is supposed to look like from you guys, would think this would just be some random builds. And this is actually going to be my first custom map I'm going to work on. And until I can finish it. And I don't know what I'm going to call it. I already have a thought. I was like, after a long period of time, after, actually just about 1 or 2 days. I don't know. It was like after 1 or 2 days of not playing Minecraft, actually one, I started thinking of playing Majora's Mask, so I played Majora's Mask on my Project 64 on the computer, my computer I'm using, and I started coming up with different ideas for all the dungeons. So, and then after that I started remembering about Ocarina of Time, after playing it like a bunch of times. It failed on the first dungeon. Now, I'll get to those later. Now, I have came up with the idea of taking what I've done here and making even more than one of these. So, for the rest of the video today, I'm just going to show you how far I've gotten with this. You'll be surprised. It's hard to do. Alright. When you come into here, there's supposed to be a fire temple and a water temple. I haven't named them yet. And here, you'll see that there's parkour at least all the way up to the door over here. So, I'm willing to do this one-handed. Without failing. Oh my god. Yeah. This is actually my final test I have to do on this parkour, because after that, I can start working on the rest of the wind temples. Rest of the temples. Fuck. I was like, this is going to be my final test again because I failed at that jump because I couldn't reach it. Alright, jump here. Here's the problem was right here. I couldn't jump and get over here without hitting that and falling down while hitting that edge. Here. Yeah. There we go. So this is going to be a long parkour that actually is very long from my point of view. Alright, that's it. Just stop failing. And yes, in my productions of making this, I started thinking of other way of the endings being of what thing. So I came up with the idea that wool under the symbolized temple color thing. So now I have come with a solution that if I no, I don't want that to be printed. That for this video and for the videos coming up I'm going to be making will be all on a progression of the temples that I'm going to be working on. I'll tell them once I get done with this video. Alright, after a long while, great. I lost my train of thought! That's just great! Fail, fail. Alright, I think what I was trying to say from there was that, since for now until and more videos later, I'll be doing more videos on the updates that'll be coming back for my custom map as time goes by. Oh, I forgot about that. There. And in these dispensers is the wool. Instead of right-clicking, you have to use the dispenser because you can't use. Because there'll be a rule. And also, in the description will be the IP, if anybody wants. Also in the description will tell you if there's going to be whitelisted or not. Because later when we get through this, we'll be having less whitelist people. And more time having to work on this. I'll take that down because that's going to be the entrance. As I'm going to show you, this is the Wind Temple. It's closed because we're still on the building section of this. You see we got this big long hallway that's lit up so that the monsters don't spawn in it. Even though it's in classic peaceful mode. I was like, well, come in here. You're supposed to go straight to here, where here you'll find a nether portal. Where you go inside it, and there's supposed to be like custom maps you can, some custom jobs you can do over there, but I don't suggest doing it right at the moment. So, I need to stop pressing. No! That's it. I'm trying to figure out. It's so dang hard to reach. There we go. And I was like, this is quite difficult if you don't know how to sprint. Which is why most of it's parkour only. There'll be like parts where you're supposed to go and fix some stuff and work some redstone out. Besides that, it's not going to be very much. At the end here of the Wind Temple, you'll get white, will represent wind. Which we'll get into production of that later. But for right now, I think I'm going to start working on this. No. 8 points. Alright. Cancel. Alright, I'll tell those to work on this later. It's like, we're going to start working on the combination lock you're supposed to go with. It's supposed to take you further in. But we haven't really gotten far into the Wind Temple. It's like, we were going to plan on this being in the nether being in the Fire Temple. But then we already started working on parkour and that jumping thing and the ladder. So I thought, we might as well just do it for the wind instead. Instead of just having the players have to make this become their last place to do the end. So, for until later on, which I don't know how long, we'll be playing this one of the songs, and well, we're working on it until the end of the video. Ugh, dang it. If I didn't have to do this. Where is it? I Actually, just skip that. I'm just gonna listen to it.
I'm gonna make it
See you
bend
guys.
and break.